That's a pretty good Growlithe.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Eric. And we gotta eat them all.
So today we're cooking Growlithe. Growlithe is the puppy Pokemon.
Yeah. Very loyal, very smart, easily trainable for lots of different jobs. They have a fantastic sense of smell. They never forget a smell, and they can even tell the emotions of the creature that they're smelling.
It's true. Growlithes are super cute. They are so easily trained and have such a good disposition, and they're really super strong. Their meat is really high quality. So breaks my heart to do it, but we are on a mission.
We have to eat them all.
So today, just because Growlithe is such a high quality meat, we've decided to do a Growlithe tartare and serve this as a raw dish. Let's get started.
Okay.
I've got the Growlithe cut up here into about 1-inch cubes. So we're going to throw that into a little plastic bag and throw it in the freezer for about 10 minutes. It'll just make it easier to work with and get it chopped up into those really, really small bits that we're going to want for a tartare. And while that's in the freezer, as you can see, we have a ton of other ingredients here, and those are going to make up the mix that's going to go with that Growlithe meat. While our Growlithe sits in the freezer for a couple of minutes, we're going to go ahead and get that mix made up. So like I said, there's a ton of ingredients here. We're going to start with just an egg yolk and then some sherry vinegar and a little dry mustard. And you can do this with a whisk, but we got a hand mixer. Once that is really well mixed in, you're going to just go ahead and continue mixing while you stream in some olive oil. So this looks really well emulsified and it's a little thick. I'm going to switch to just hand whisk for the rest of this so I don't kind of chew up the rest of the ingredients. So we have some shallots, quite a bit of that. Will give you the nice garlic and onion flavor. And then we have some capers, a little bit of salt. The recipe calls for celery leaves, but I didn't want to buy celery just for the leaves.
Yeah, you can't just buy leaves for celery.
So I have some dried celery. We're not using very much, just for a little bit of the flavor. And then some finely chopped parsley. And I just want to get that really well mixed up. So I've transferred our emulsified mix to a bowl and our Growlithe is out of the freezer. You can hand chop this to your desired texture, or if you have a small food processor, that would be a lot easier to use. Just make sure that you divide it up into appropriately sized batches. For this, we're probably going to run it about twice. If you use about a pound, you probably need to break it up into 4 different batches. You can move this into a separate plate or bowl in between your batches for the food processing. I'm just going to go ahead and gently put it in there. So you only want to pulse this probably like 4 or 5 times. You want to make sure that it's chopped, but not like ground.
Yeah, you don't want ground meat. You want it just chopped up.
So you want to make sure your hands are super clean for this. It's going to be a lot easier to do this by hand than with any kind of spatula or fork or spoon. And you want to very carefully mix your chopped Growlithe meat with your emulsified mixture. This looks really well mixed, so we're going to go ahead and push this down into a pastry ring and just push it down in there and make a nice form. I am a little worried that our mix is a little too loose, but let's pull that pastry ring off and see if it holds its shape.
Okay, moment of truth. It's holding.
Looks pretty good. So we're going to garnish this with more parsley and some lemon zest. Looks beautiful. So this came together really nicely. It is a quick and easy appetizer. There are a lot of ingredients, but very few steps. So you can serve it with anything that you like. It's kind of just a topper for things. So we have some salt and vinegar chips and some nice crusty bread. I'm going to try mine on a little piece of bread here. It's so pretty. I don't want to dig into it.
It looks like a really nice dish. I'll try it on this chip. That's a pretty good Growlithe.
Good salty, briny flavor from those capers. The shallots, you get that onion, but still a little bit of garlic coming through.
The meat is raw, so that will give a lot of people pause before they want to eat this stuff, but it actually is really good. I'm going to try it on the bread now. It's a good combination of savory and salty, I think, and I like the little zest on top too.
If you can manage to find Growlithe at your butcher shop, see if they will trim all the fat off of it. There's a little bit too much fat in ours. We had to trim it ourselves. The flavor is really good. But it'll leave stringy bits in there if you have too much fat.
Fat is flavor, right?
When you cook it.
Not when it's raw.
Join us next time where we're going to be cooking Poliwag.
Like and subscribe.
Are you going to get this fire started or what?
I can't get it going. It's been raining too much.
Well, Carrie, your dog's part Growlithe, isn't she?
Like 2%, man.
2% Growlithe?
I mean, we could always give it a try.
Does she know any moves?
You know, they're really obedient. I bet if you gave her the command, it might work.
You want to try?
Freya. Flamethrower.
Oh! I can't believe that worked.
2%'s all you need.
That's amazing.
So, do you think she's going to evolve?